Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome to a little bonus video on a visual novel that I picked out from my Steam library. This is DareSora, Tears for an Unknown Sky, Volume 1, ladies and gentlemen. Now, quick little thing I'm going to say about this. This has been in my Steam library for a while. I actually had a while back during some of the sales on Steam when I just bought a load of visual novels that looked kind of interesting because their art was really gorgeous to look at, and this was one of that number that I bought. Now, fun little fact, since I bought this game is actually no longer available on Steam. So you can't actually buy this there anymore. I don't know if there's anywhere else you can get it, but I don't know why it was pulled from Steam either. I guess maybe the project died. I guess this was meant to maybe be the first in a series of visual novels. I'm not entirely sure. Just judging by the fact that it's Volume 1, I don't know. So yes, like I say, you can't get this on Steam, so I'm just going to play this now and put my video out there for anyone who wants to have the experience of watching this game being played. I don't really know anything else other than what it's about. I don't know if it's a dating sim or if it has more of a kind of actual storyline. One of the tags, I'm pretty sure, said something about horror, even. I don't know. Let's just throw ourselves in. I've no idea. But, wow, I got an achievement straight away. Welcome to DareSora. Interesting. Now, I don't know if there's voice acting in this. Well, I guess I read this. I will never forgive the one behind all this. Though I will most likely die before I find out the truth. Oh right, credits, planning scenario, Sakuraba Maruo. Yes. So like I say, don't know anything about the storyline of this or what it's about. It could be a dating sim, but it could be something else entirely. I wonder what they're doing right now. Do they live in torment, suffering constantly under... I can't read that. What does that say? I'm not entirely sure. We're getting some opening credits at least. Apparently this isn't too long. You can sort of do this in somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour, or so people on Steam have been saying. Or has Guild perhaps, oh god, really sent them to an early grave, or are they living in ignorance? Bliss. Ignorant bliss? Their crimes forgotten? These thoughts are enough to drive me to madness. I just have one wish, that someone else, someone who is not me, will bring the truth to light and make the foul something play? Make the foul something pay. Foul Wanderer? I can't quite see. It's hard to read because obviously it's done in scrawly handwriting. The handwriting kind of changes though, line to line, which is sort of interesting. Is it being written by multiple people, multiple characters? I don't know. So yeah, people on sort of online on Steam, in the Steam community and elsewhere, saying that this game can be done in like 45 minutes to an hour. That is unless I think you're doing other routes. Obviously this is probably just going to be one big sort of bonus video, so yeah. And therefore we may conclude that the culprit in this case can only be Kanichi Omezaki, QED. Okay. Is this a classroom? Okay, week 6 apparently, weekend in eclipse. Difficulty half moon. What does that even mean? What happened to the 5 weeks before this? We're just being thrown in. Okay. Who's Haruka? Haruka, I think, is a girl's name, so I'm guessing it's you in the background over there by that bookshelf with all the colourful boxes or whatever. Meow, she's good stuff. I love that ending. Okay. Well, we're going for the 1950s American disc jockey voice then. Oh. So we do have voice acting in this one. Interesting. Mio Kishigure. Thank you, Tendo. I really wanted to wrap things up like this, so I made a point of filling out the entire previous page, so this last sentence would stand alone. Okay, rather than kind of ending up with this taking ages because I let them talk and then I read out the line, I think I'll just let them talk and then I'll go to the next line. Because, you know, you can read it for yourself as the character is talking away. Okay, so I wonder who's our player character, because there's 3 characters in this room. There's a guy, there's the girl over by the shelves, and there's Mio over here, who's actually sat at the desk. Is Tendo... Well, no, Tendo was Haruka's name, who I still think probably is the girl over there.
真相解明の一連の展開を数学の証明に見立てたかったの。探偵役の主人公を数学者に設定したのもそのせいよ。
Right, so the protagonist is both a mathematician and a detective. Okay, that's us. Wow, well, we sound pretty intellectual. Okay, well, this is interesting. So it seems that is Haruka. Oh wait, maybe Haruka is the player character. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that's why there's no voice acting. Maybe it's not the girl in the background. So I'm guessing is Haruka a unisex name in Japanese? I don't know. Yeah, the way you haven't keep saying QED throughout the story really helps land that closing line. You nailed it, doll. QED. I don't know, does it? I'm not entirely sure. Does it tend to drag on? Yeah, the detective goes through and explains the culprit's motive. The culprit gives a long-winded explanation. Maybe they have some difficulties making the arrest. It goes on, baby doll. So given that this is volume 1, and we started on week 6, and they're sort of talking about the end and the explanation of the mysteries, was it maybe the case that this game was supposed to be kind of like a prologue? I'm guessing subsequent volumes from here would then fill in maybe previous events. Okay, interesting. Yes, the perfect use of the main character, an academic who trusts only numbers. By eliminating all the emotion, doll, the reader can focus better on the logic. All the monologuing and summarizing after the fact feels unnecessary after that. Okay. Detective has no interest in making this a why-done-it. Interesting. Yeah, you know, the first time I saw the name Omizake Kanichi, I knew something was up. I mean, a psychiatrist with both of those names? Way too suspicious. So I was just about to say, we're getting a lot of little bits of information here, but of course at the moment we don't know how this all kind of ties together. I see, well it does help misdirect the reader. I think it's a good name choice, with the serial killer demon frog man and mysterious marionette massacre references. They do say that a bit of wordplay can make a text more profound. Yeah. So, what's going on here? Are we actually a detective, or are we actually students at some kind of, weird anime-style high school where God knows what's going on, and we're putting together a story? Is that what's going on here? I mean, you've got that sort of, I must say, Mio there has that kind of, that look that you often get in certain anime set in high schools, where you always have that one girl character who has the eye patch. Yeah, so we have a mystery starring a detective who's a bit lacking in the humanity department, one who solves the puzzle through logic alone, ignoring motive. Not bad at all. Yeah. What does everyone else think? How about we go with Mio's this month? So what are we? Are we some kind of story writing club or something? I'm guessing so. Okay, so Pink Girl is Chio, computer. Okay, she agrees. Okay, so Haru is me, probably. Resident mystery nerd, apparently, is our protag. So, guess he loves his detective stories, in essence. It's interesting as well, we've got a male character in this. Because, admittedly, I haven't played a huge number of visual novels before, but from the ones I have played, usually the cast is overwhelmingly female. Or, 100% female in a lot of cases, and usually the only male is the protagonist. So I just think it's interesting that we've got a non-protagonist male character. Yeah, alright, then this month we're going with Mio's, that Latin thing, Quod erat demonstrandum. Butchered that completely, but never mind. Congratulations, Mio, here's your sticker, doll. You see how they've got little sprites down there in the bottom left? You see how she momentarily had her eye closed and now it's open? It sort of jiggles around a bit, so she's happy. Okay, not jiggles, and jiggle physics. Not that. The sprite itself, just jiggling, whatever. Maybe I should stop talking about that. Meow, right, time for proofreading. Mio, take the chairman's seat and spoil the work for us. I think my words kind of blended together they're just then, but never mind. My heart is slowly but surely being worn away. I no longer possess the ability to focus my thoughts. All I can do is feign a sense of normality as I wait for the hammer to fall. Wait, as a formless mass erodes my soul and distorts my very existence. Meow. I suffer in silent terror as the fragments of my sanity attempt to keep me engaged in conversation. What is going on? You fragments of your sanity? What, are you nuts? Have you lost your mind? I just noticed my mouse cursor is on screen. Ooh. Okay, nice little CG in the background there. Colourful looking buildings, very pretty. Nah. The crimson and gold of the setting sun paint the world ochre as I'm trying to hide Mio's bashful face. Can you hear the voice? Alright, ladies and gentlemen? Because I'm pretty sure the voices are kind of maxed out. Admittedly, I did take the master volume down a little bit, just so I wasn't competing with it, in terms of, you know, my commentary and all that. But, I mean, you can sort of just about hear it. I think the music does kind of drown it out a bit. Maybe I can just turn that down a little bit. Maybe if I go a bit more? Sorry, I'm going to end up not cutting out any of this technical stuff. Is that better? Or is that now a bit too quiet? Let's just see how it is with the voices. Meow, I really did think your story was good. If anything, my love of mysteries turns me into a harsher critic when I'm not enjoying the read. Okay. Yeah, that's better. It kind of balances it out a bit, doesn't it? Meow, I really did like the story you wrote quite a bit. It was serious, but it also had a sense of humour. It just had a certain charm to it, doll. It reminded me of you to tell the truth. So are you the kind of bashful sort of character trope here? Is that what you are? I wish I could do something for you, but there is nothing I can do. I suppose I can at least be gentle, huh? Well, that's really an option. Okay. Next week. Will I even see Mio next week, or is this week to be our farewell? I'll be there to help, don't worry, baby doll. We'll make this month's magazine the best yet. Yes, I like to add me my own words in, you know. As I do. Just to give these characters that general red twist to them. Mio answers him for her in an unusually childish manner. Meow. I'm Tendo-kun, apparently. I heard that on Horrific. Occasionally Mio and I walk home together, but it seems we never split at the same place. I can't help but suspect that Mio has some reason for walking all the way here with me. I mean, I don't know where her house is, but I'm pretty sure it's not in the same direction as mine. I really doubt this is the road she needs to take to get home. And yet she always walks with me, never saying a word about it because... Because? Ooh. Starry, starry night. Ah, hello. Damn. That's a lot of books. Holy shit, that is a lot of books. They're all arranged, kind of interestingly. God, I always love a good well-packed bookshelf, if I'm honest. I can still hear her voice. I can still see her childish nod accompanying that delighted yeah. That too is part of her charm. It's something that must never be lost. The Oracle. It's like the weight of the world on my shoulders. Opening the drawer is still too much for me. Okay. The Oracle. I shut my eyes and let that weight wash over me, and when I do, I instantly fall into a sleep so complete it's as though I've fainted dead away. Right. There we go. I was about to say, generic anime visual novel, cloudy, but, well, not cloudy, but nice blue sky shot. You always seem to get these in a lot of them, don't you? At least a lot of the ones I've played. I contemplate how I've lost the ability to feel the passage of time as a lifeless wind brushes past my cheeks. The chill of night melts beneath the morning's glow. The biting cold of winter's frost is a pain one suffers in exchange for the wonder of new spring's dawn. Jesus Christ, dude, you should be a poet. You should be a poet indeed. The moment spring arrives, the whole town begins to prepare for summer. Dewdrops and morning glories in early bloom line the road to Greenwich Academy? Greenwich? What, Greenwich? Greenwich in London? This don't look like Greenwich. I've never seen places in Greenwich with Japanese lettering on the awnings outside shops. Letting spring a shade of summer's green, though, has just arrived. Where's the Maritime Museum? Can we go there? Jukaku is close to the ocean, so one can always smell the crisp sea air when summer draws near. Okay, is that our town, Jukaku? And does it have a district in it called Greenwich, of all things? The rays of sunlight and the dew on the grass mingle to create a uniquely bittersweet fragrance. I love that blue building in the background there. Nice. I love the smell of summers in Jukaku ever since I was little. With just one whiff, I'd feel the pull of the sun telling me to put my book down, head outside and start running around the park. I wonder if I'll ever smell it again. Yeah. Cloudy blue... No, I keep saying cloudy. It's not really clouded. Clouds in the blue sky. That's what I'm trying to say. I used to love summer. And there was a flower I loved as well. But that flower and the smell of summer, they're both lost to me now. So I cannot tell you what season it is. My precious memories. The memories I clung to with all my heart. I mean, you've been talking about summer a lot, so I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say it's summer. They have all vanished, as has Greenwich Academy, the school I attend, as has Jukaku, where I live. There's nothing here anymore. Right. I guess because this is Volume 1. I was about to say, I guess because this is Volume 1, a lot of the things that are going to happen here are probably going to raise questions, and they're probably not going to answer them, because it was probably intended that future volumes would answer the questions. Is that, Chiyo? Yeah? Yes, it is. I thought so. Yes, it is another beautiful day, isn't it? Ah, it's Pichon. And so the first person is decided. She's a petite girl and utterly innocent. As if my guilt weren't already overwhelming. Nice movement of the sprite. Just gives them a bit more life, doesn't it? Apart from just obviously changing their facial expression. You're a real morning person, huh, Pichon? Am I pronouncing that nickname for her right? It is. She's always bright and cheerful. She's such a sweet girl, we hit it off immediately, even though she's in the year below me at school. So, is there anything out there that makes you sad, doll? So I feel like you're going to be the sort of innocent little sister type of character. Is that what you're going to be? Ah? What are you talking about? You talking about the bun thing in your hair? Aha! Oh yes it is, of course it is, thought so. I was kind of wondering for a second what she was talking about, but yeah. Now, of course, sorry. I see, a matter of life or death, is it? So Pichon lives and dies by her hair. I feel a pang of envy, that's just so pure. You look great as always, Pichon. You thought bookworms were meant to be way duller, did you? Well, you know, as somebody who loves books myself, I feel personally attacked. Good lord. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. The Bandicam footage recording just sort of... Oh, whoa, hey, whoa, what's going on? I think the auto was set on just then. That was a bit weird. Let me just kind of explain what happened there. I kind of accidentally moved my mouse cursor up, and there's, even though it's in full screen mode, there's like a bar at the top. If you move the mouse cursor right up, it appears with like quit out options and things like that, and for some reason that stopped the Bandicam recording, so hopefully that hasn't just fucked things up. Because if it has, then that's going to suck a right load of ass, that is. I don't think it will have, though, right? If it just paused it. So yeah, sorry for the weird little jump there. You didn't actually miss any lines of dialogue or anything, fortunately. I don't know why it also put it onto auto, sort of move through the dialogue and all that. Meow, Pichon's brilliant smile is unshakable. Normally I find it soothing, but right now it only brings me pain. The pain of knowing that she's a bit too small and innocent for me.
Yo!
What am I saying? Let's not go down that route. Right, you, what do you want, big guy? What's up with you? Ah, Makishi, even. I'll get your name right. So it seems Makishi will be the second. Morning. You've got a very interesting style, I must say. That coloured hoodie with that colour of blazer. I mean, it's quite the combination. I may not be a fashion expert, but I'm just saying. Tough to really get excited about much when I have a best friend like you.
Huh?
I just called you my best friend, dude. Don't give me that look. Bet you had trouble doing your math homework. Is he a bit slow in the old brain department? Well, not slow, but is he a bit terrible at mathematics? Well, my friend, don't you worry. Mathematics was not my strong suit at school either. Math is 4th period, gym is 3rd period, which means you're going to be both tired and hungry in class. The odds are good that you'll fall asleep. Meow.
さすがだぜ。探偵小説ばっか読んでると本当に探偵みたいに推理できるんだな。
Yes, indeed, I have the powers of Sherlock Holmes. I mean, you're always sleeping in class. Doesn't take much thinking. I take my math notes out of my bag. Though I have to warn you, the sciences are my strong suit.
サンキューな相棒。
Okay, you know what? I'm feeling a connection. You know, connection between bros here. He is not good at mathematics. I wasn't good at mathematics. I was more kind of, you know, humanities sort of subjects at high school. That was more my thing. That was history and English language, stuff like that. Meow, just get them back to me before 4th period.
そういうことなら今パーッと映しちまうぜ。
Oops, I accidentally cut off his dialogue a bit. Bruh. Bruh. Do you really have to call me that now? It just makes things harder. What's going on, Tendo? You sound like you're right depressed. The gentle morning sun and the hustle and bustle of my classmates are a familiar comfort to me as I take my seat. Everything is so tranquil, so calm. It relaxes me. I wonder, are there even any bad people in this world? I begin to question whether there's any meaning in this war I wage alone. Then I casually glance out the window. Oh. There's a pair of eyes. I don't know what to expect here. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know, you don't have to remind me. I'll look right into those crimson eyes. You all hear that? Maybe I need to bring the master volume back up and just turn down the background music stuff. Okay, let's just max that out again. Let's just try that, see how it is. Lunch break. Before I realised it, I found myself in front of the club room. Why here, I wonder? I have no reason to be here. The more I search for one, the clearer it becomes that I have none. Perhaps I have some kind of homing instinct guiding me here.
Tendo-kun?
Okay, that might be better, actually. That gentle voice, my saviour, both now and for the whole of this week. Is that Mio? Sounds like Mio. Ah, the club room. Yes, it is.
忘れ物?
There we go. I think we've now got the volume sort of balanced out properly. No, neither. I kind of found myself here, doll.
わかるわ。部室って落ち着くものね。
Isn't it nice in visual novels when the characters talk for you, and you don't have to do a load of silly voices and memorise whose voice was whose? I mean, you know, some that I played, it's not been too difficult, like Doki Doki, which only has a limited number of characters, so it's easy. But other ones, when I'm playing things like Danganronpa, and I start out a series there, and I end up doing so many voices, and I have to just sort of memorise who's who and all that. Bit of a mess though, doll. There are books lying around everywhere. Look, and board game pieces too. You don't want to lose these.
みんなが楽しく過ごした証ね。
She says as she tidies up the room, picking up the pieces and arranging them in a box, looking like a mother cleaning up after her children.
ボドゲってここの棚にしまえばいいの？
What was that you just said? Boduget? Yeah. Mio doesn't usually play board games with the others unless someone pushes her into it. How come you're here today, Mio?
昨日の精読作業の議事録。コピーして家に持って帰ろうかなって思って。
Okay.
参考にしたいの。
Talk about diligence.
なーに？また委員長？
No, not at all. No, just saying how impressed I am by you, doll.
真面目って言われるの嫌な気しないわ。
Are you going to be a bit
褒め
tsundere?
言葉だと思うし。
Tsundere? Is that what you're going to be, Mio? There's that childish nod again. That innocent side of hers is so soothing to me, and before long it may prove to be my downfall. I'm stuttering over my words.
でも委員長はダメよ。それ言われるとき、みんななんだかバカにしてるような言い方ですもの。
Okay, I understand, doll. Did you bring lunch with you today?
え？
Did you get me a bento box? I brought mine with me too, so how about we eat together? You can tell me about what mystery stories you've been reading lately. I want to eat together because I want to just flipping take you down to the Chinatown. I don't know where I was going with that. At first my brain was going towards I want to take you to the bedroom, but then at the last second I sort of veered away from it thinking, no, let's not go full sleazeball here. Let's keep it tasteful, shall we?
食べかすこぼさないようにね。部室はきれいに使わないとダメなんだから。
Listen, okay, Haruka Tendo, we're just adding this to his character right now. This is canon. You can officially regard it as such because it's come from my mouth, and you can trust everything I say. We're just going to say that Haruka Tendo has a fetish for authoritative girls like club chairwomen, especially ones with eye patches and rather notable bosoms, let's put it that way. Yeah, so diligent, that's our chairman. I'm not weird. What are you talking about, people? What? I'm not weird. You know, I'm just saying. Yeah, whatever. I was just looking, you know, I couldn't help myself. I just had to mention the fact that, like many anime girls, she has a bloody chest that looks like she's got 2 cannonballs down there. Good luck. Good luck. Good lord, even. You know what, I'll just stop talking about that. Meow, when the Oracle was imposed on me, I stopped thinking of my friends as friends. I was tasked with making the ultimate choice among them. Given that, it would be presumptuous of me to call them friends. Without the comfort of companionship in my everyday life, what do I have left? I cannot truly find salvation on the road ahead. Meow. Oop, yeah. Gas from my tea. Another day, another night passes, and we're back to school. Meow, the next day, I arrive at school early when hardly anybody's around. I set my bag down by my desk, but don't take a seat. I'm stuttering again because I can't get my freaking thoughts off Mio. She just wants to step on me all day, and if she wants to, she can do it all she wants. Naturally, I haven't been sleeping well. My mind has been a continuous blank haze. Guess I'll let my feet take me somewhere. It might be a good change of pace. Oh. Select map. Okay, well, this is a feature I was not expecting. Where can we go? Entrance... Clubroom exterior, classroom. Ooh, I mean, we've seen the clubroom exterior. Have we seen the entrance? Sure, let's go there. Ooh, he's got a flash of the corridor as well. Ah, achievement looked at the entrance. Oh, Mio's here. That's cool. Oh, look, they even got like a old school elevator lift in the background. Interesting. I like the decor. It's not your sort of typical anime high school. At least not from some of the animes and games I've played. Then again, I haven't played many, so how would I know what they'd look like? It's Mio, just now come through the entrance doors, though it doesn't seem like she's just arrived at school. What's that you're carrying, doll?
今日日直なの。朝のうちに書ける部分だけでも書いちゃおうと思って早めに来たの。
That's our chairman, always so diligent.
ちょっと残りあと一文字のとこまで行っちゃってるわよ。
Sorry, it's just the word general made you seem so chairman-like, doll.
私別に委員長じゃないからね。たまたま日直だったってだけ
She's
よ。
drinking all my tea. In spite of what she says, she's clearly chairman material. Girls will be so assiduous as to come in early just because they were on day duty. Nice use of a big word like that, Haruka Tendo, me old tater.
まったくみんなして委員長委員長って。うちの部員結構だらしない人多いでしょ。私が真面目なんじゃなくってみんなが不真面目なだけよ。
There we go, that's my cup of tea drunk up. Maybe.
読んだ本とか遊んだ道具とか出しっぱなしにしてること多いし毎回私が片付けてるのよ。私がいなきゃどうなってるか。
You know, I was just looking at the bottom of the screen there for a moment. I saw Q save, Q load, save load, but for a second I misread it and I didn't see the Qs. So I thought, why have they put save and load in twice? No, it's quick save and quick load, isn't it? Probably, I'm guessing. Everyone relies on you, Mio.
私はお掃除係じゃないのよ。天童くんもみんなに言っておいてよ。あなただってうちの部で数少ない真面目キャラなんだから。
I'm nowhere near your level, but yeah, sure, doll. I don't get the impression that she's annoyed or anything. I suspect she's not as bothered by having to look after everyone as she would have me think. That's one of Mia's strong points. It's also why everyone else ends up relying on her so much, yeah? Hey, Mia, is there like anywhere you want to go?
何急に部で旅行するならってこと？
Yes, Mio, I want to take you down to the abandoned classroom. I just want you to step on me. Oh yeah, something like that. I stumble over my words. I don't want this to hurt.
どこでも構わないけどあんまり面倒なことは任されたくないわね。
I don't know why I'm making these silly jokes. We don't even know if this is a dating sim or if this is just its own. It has a story of its own. What do you mean, doll?
だって旅行ってなるといろいろ手配しないといけないでしょ。でもみんなそういうことちゃんとしそうにないじゃない。
I really do like that the character sprite does sort of change. The expression changes and it moves a bit as the dialogue is actually flowing. Not just sort of between dialogue lines. Just gives the character a bit more life.
ホテルの予約とか飛行機のチケットとか結局全部私がやることになりそう。そういうのはみんなでしないとダメなのよ。
Book the hotel, buy the plane tickets. What sort of things has your club been doing? But I feel far more at ease with you doing it, Mio.
こういう時委員長キャラって損よね。
Mm-hmm. Despite what she just said, she sure does look happy.
ま それはそれで面白いかもね。みんなのために旅行を計画してさ。
You know, I always have to just kind of stay silent and just wait for a minute as they're kind of doing their lines. Because, you know, in true sort of anime fashion, they sometimes, you know, always do that thing where they sort of pause for a second or two and then keep going.
みんなのことは大好きだから。なんだかんだ言って、陰で支えるの苦じゃないわ。
You done? Alright, you're done. And there you go. If you're patient, every now and then you can catch Mio coming out and saying how she truly feels. Still, our club members would never be that insensitive. If it ever got to the point where it actually felt like we were inconveniencing Mio, we start looking after our things ourselves. I'm sure everyone would love to go on a trip you planned out. It'd be a lot of fun.
みんなが楽しんでくれるなら別に面倒事もってなんか朝から恥ずかしいこと言ってる私。
Come on, speed it up, woman. You listen to Haruka Tendo, how fast he comes out with his lines, or should I say, how fast I come out with my lines? I really meant what I said. I'm sure everything Mio planned would be flawless from the hotel to the flight, to the flight, to the itinerary, to the itinerary, flight, hotel, flight. I have no regrets, Mia.
ところで何？本当に旅行行くの？
No, I was just wondering what you'd say.
もうなんなのよ。
What's that animation? Oh, okay, we done with that conversation. Oh, is it another day passing? It looks like it. Oh, we're going to the evening. In the club room,
と
of
いうこ
course.
とで、ここまでで何かおかしなところはあるか
Everything
しら？
felt off. Our proofreading meetings for that continue as we approach the deadline for our magazine release. The author typically takes up the chairman role during that phase, so Mio is running the meeting. Things are going far smoother than they do when anyone else is in charge.
ミステリーは春の領分だからな。
Sorry, can you say that again?
春、お前的にどうなんだ？
Mystery. Did he actually say that? Or mystery? Something like that.
はるかくんはどう思うの？
I'm sorry, I'm not... I should be making fun of these, you know, Japanese appropriations of certain English words. Meow, well, I don't think it needs any major changes. It's pretty well made on the whole.
そう言ってもらえるのはありがたいけど、厳しめで構わないわ。作品が良くなるなら、私としても喜ばしいもの。
Is that what this game's about? It's all about writing a story. Meow, of course there are parts that could use a little polish, like how about we take a close look at this section, the bit where it switches to the culprit's point of view. POV switches are pretty uncommon in mystery stories. Switching to the culprit's point of view, even more uncommon. Yeah.
普通はありえないわよね。フーダニットで犯人視点にしちゃったら、犯人が誰か読者にすぐバレちゃう。
Okay. Sorry, my Danganronpa senses are tingling a bit here. When they're talking about culprits, I feel like suddenly they're going to switch to another character. Or rather, our POV is going to switch to another character and something's going to happen. Meow, the best part of this story is how well you execute this point. The suspects' agendas, their personalities and speech patterns are almost exactly the same, which makes it impossible to tell who is who from these aspects of the text. But on the other hand, that makes the characters in the story less colourful. You have to sacrifice character voice to pull off the point of view twist.
そこを疲れると痛いわね。確かにトリック優先でプロットを練ったから。
Well, suck it up. Everyone has to deal with criticism when they're making these kind of things. Meow, right, so let's see if we can find a way that lets you give the characters a bit more personality and make the twist even work even better even while doing so.
それでうまくいくならそれが一番だけど、そんなやり方あるの？文章でキャラを判別できちゃったら、犯人視点なんて成立できないわよ。
Well, what about this idea? Let's not restrict the viewpoints to just the protagonist and the culprit and instead cycle through each suspect in turn. Then we can... we're fading out, are we? Straight away? Though I offer my opinion, my thoughts aren't focused on the matter. Not just my thoughts, my heart isn't in it either. I don't remember what we talked about next. Before I knew it, the sun had set. What's going on, Tendo-kun? Me old tater? I want to run away and forget everything. How easy would it be if I could go to sleep and wake up with all my problems solved for me? Sleep is like fast forward for humans. Like waves lapping a sandy beach, it gently washes away a little of the burden of memory. Time will proceed, even if nothing good lies ahead. I opened the drawer. I didn't want what was inside lying around on my desk. I just wanted to keep it out of sight for as long as possible. Meow. I've been trying to hide it from myself, stuffed away in a drawer for the past week. The long metal barrel is just like the ones I've seen in countless movies. Though I take hold of its curved handle, the reality of its weight doesn't sink in. What are you doing with the gun? You gonna blow your brains out? Is that what you're gonna do? Bang! No. I probably shouldn't laugh about that, but okay. Bodies are distinct in that they do not cry out, they have no bark, no meow. They cannot speak, as it were. I don't know about that. I remember when I was a kid, you know, we had a couple of pet rabbits. I remember one time one of them actually made quite a loud noise when it tried to escape from the rabbit run. And when it watches me silently through the window, it has watched me for a long time. A little bastard's looking at me, holding me in its crimson gaze. It silently but strongly urges me on. Do it already, it says with its eyes. So I pulled up the gun and shot it between the face. Shot it between the face? Shot it in the face, even. There's no time left. I told you, you don't have to remind me. I decided at the start that I would carry my task this weekend. By task, what exactly do you mean? Because pulling out a gun is quite ominous. On Sunday. Oh. 2? I'm sorry? What? You did what? Right, okay. I'll be honest. That came out of nowhere. I mean, I know throughout so far he's been all, you know, I don't feel good and all this. But I was expecting he'd pull the gun out and it'd be a suicide. I wasn't... Okay, well, that did take me by surprise, I'll admit. Achievement unlocked a butterfly effect. Right, so we just killed the guy who hates maths, and we killed the tiny, cute, innocent girl. Why?
ようこそエクリプスへ。
Okay. Now you look like a very, how should I say, typical anime. I'm going to say you're the villain, aren't you? Is that what you are?
オラクルを果たす者、どうぞこちらへ。
Those who fulfilled their oracle. Huh. What? Wait, so is the oracle kind of like a mission? Was his mission to kill Makishi and Pichon?
太閤の御前です。ご無礼のないように。
The Grand Duke. I mean, obviously I can't really say I'm too sad at the loss of those two characters because we barely got to know them at all, but... Alright. Welcome, friend. Welcome. The Banquet of Madness is beginning. What? What is happening? Oh, hello. Jesus. Okay. When she started laughing, that, at least I, you know, at least the volume's not too loud, otherwise that would have been right ear rape just then. Who the hell are you?
今週も仲良くやろうぞ、はるかよ。表を上げい。
It wasn't lower, doll.
なんじゃなんじゃ。いい匂いじゃのう。刺繍は古来から市場の頃んだったに違いあるまい。
Oh, ban. You know, looking back on that whole thing, that whole section where they were talking about looking at it from the culprit's POV, that suddenly feels like real foreshadowing now that this has happened.
返り血を浴びた気分はどうじゃ。歴史に名を残すシリアルキラーは人間の血は想像していたよりも温かくなかったという言葉を残したそうじゃぞ。
Sorry, sorry, not making fun, don't worry. Meow, she's still the same. She wears the same manic grin and screams at me, her shrill voice piercing my ears. She gazes at me provocatively.
しかし見事な殺戮劇であった。やはり生死のかかった将はよい。見せ物として極上じゃ。
Well, don't you sound delightful?
何せ対象が仲間というところがいい。見ず知らずの人間を無差別に殺すのとはわけが違う。我ながら美的センスもりもりのオラクルじゃの。
You people keep using that term, Oracle. What do you even specifically mean by that? What are we talking here?
貴様もいよいよの時はさぞ気持ちが高ぶったろうな。相手は大切な仲間。はて、なんであったかな。部活の名前。
The name of your club.
そうだ。
The what?
チャカポコ部。面白いなじゃあ、チャカポコで。チャカポコ。愉快愉快。チャカポコ部。
Jesus. Okay, high pitched. Thank you very much. There's always that one girl whose voice is so high-pitched in these things that you feel like your eardrums are starting to be pressured to blast inwards.
太子、笑いすぎです。
Oh, you're the Grand Duke then, are you? I see. Your laughter is excessive. Well, you know, maybe one day I have a friend or a relative who starts laughing out loud. Maybe I'll say that to them one day. I'll just say it in a very, deadpan voice. Your laughter is excessive.
良いのじゃ。笑いは退屈を殺す。笑わずして何が必勝か。してそのチャカポコ部の仲間を殺して出るものはあったか？
Yeah, I learned that I shouldn't have killed them because now I have to deal with you. Yeah, nothing save transients.
主人よの。だから貴様との会話はやめられん。我が輩とトークするには相応の教養が必要じゃからな。
Well, I'm a man of culture, so yes. I'm sure I can fit that bill quite well. Meow, Luna.
我が輩、名前を呼ばれるのがたまらなく好きじゃ。もっと呼んでくれ。
Meow, that's enough. Move on to judging the oracle.
そうせくな。このオラクルには我が輩なりの意図があるんじゃ。そこを言及せずしてルミナスは下せんよ。
We shall not grant you luminous. What does that even mean? Yeah, my question exactly, Tendo.
今週のオラクルはこうじゃ。3人の部員の中から2人選んで殺せ。
So hang on, if I'd picked a different place to go to, would I have ended up killing a different character to one of the ones I did? So I'm guessing the reason I didn't kill Mio was because I went to the entrance hall where she was. So if I'd probably gone to one of the other ones, maybe Pichon or what's-his-face would have survived one of them.
全員の殺害を命じてないところがミソじゃ。対象を自由に選べる。生殺与奪は刺激的な優越だったじゃろ。
Thrilling indeed. Meow, how'd you point?
と、なぜターゲットとしてあの2人を選んだのじゃ？
Yes. Tendo me old tater. Please answer this.
3人の中から2人を選ぶ組み合わせは3通りある。3、4、2というやつじゃ。貴様があの2人を選んだのはどういう魂胆によるものか。
Meow, there was nothing to it.
いや、そうはいくまい。貴様にとって仲間の殺害は常軌を逸した行為。それをこなすには少なからず正当な選別理由が必要だったはずじゃ。あるんじゃろ？あの2人を選んだ理由が。
Tendo, are you going to answer this? Meow, the sardonic grin painted on her face is utterly detestable. The joy she derives from provoking me is all too obvious, meow. Well, I suppose I did. It's no big deal. You see, when I saw the oracle...
待て、まだ言うでない。せっかくじゃ。我が輩が当ててみせようじゃないか。たまには我が輩が謎解き側に回るのも一興じゃろうて。
You know, you always have that one sort of female character, don't you, in many animes, who, whenever you see her sort of grin, she always has that tiny little, like, fang thing going on in her mouth. This girl sort of takes it to the next level. She has loads of fangs.
というか、貴様が毎度推理してるのを見てたら我が輩もしてみたくなったのじゃ。それゆえこのオラクルを考えた。我が輩にも頭の体操をさせ。
Meow, she starts breathing heavily and bouncing up and down. I can almost see the selfish excitement oozing from her, like a child unable to wait until she can open a present.
一見被害者に共通点はないように思える連続殺人か。まずはそうじゃの、どこから取っかかろうか。
Are you done?
ミステリーの女王のプロットに従ってあいうえお順を疑ってみるとするかの。カエルの殺し方を記した犯行声明をちゃんと現場に残してきたか。
Are there references in there that I don't get, or are they just made up things for the purposes of this game? I don't know. Queen of Crime, ABC Murders, Nakayama, I've no idea.
被害者の名前を見比べると あいうえお順できしぐれが3番目に来ることはないの。ここに規則性は見当たらないか。どうやら選別において名前は関係ないようじゃな。残念。なかなか手強い命題じゃの。
God, you take ages to get through your lines.
ではこういう考え方はどうじゃ。殺した相手ではなく殺さなかった相手に意味があるという観点じゃ。
All that just to get to this line of inquiry.
今回生き残ったのはきしぐれみよ。なぜ彼女はターゲットにならなかったのか。彼女と殺害犯の関係性を紐解くと
I mean, that's very dramatic music in the background, isn't it?
見えてくるかもしれんの。
He's not saying
人
anything.
間はインドな生き物。男と女が目を合わせればそれだけでくだらぬ感情に溺れるというもの。世の中の殺人の動機などどういうわけかこれで全てを説明できるくらいに愚かしい説得力を持つというではないか。
Okay, I'm sick of listening to you now. Can we just hear what Tendo has to say?
Damn
it.
はるかはきしぐれみおが好きなのか。愛してるから殺意を向けなかったのか。
Meow, Luna, shut the fuck up and let me talk.
やりたい
Wow.
のか。生き残った二人でセックスして世界の中心に立った錯覚に陥りたいのか。
Okay, now we're getting
貴様
lewd.
の求める愛情にあるのか。
Jesus, okay, right, yeah. If I wish someone could have warned me that, I should have brought my extra strength earplugs before I start trying to talk to you. Oh, well, there's a pair of eyes on the screen. Are they my eyes or are they someone else's eyes? Oh, right, okay, yeah. Tendo is about to shut her up. He's about to say, be quiet, now explain. Alright, that's literally nothing.
失礼します。
Oh, jeez. Okay, wipe up the drool.
人間のくせにいい眼光じゃ。
Yeah, yeah, shut up. Let Tendo talk. Meow, it was the order I met them. Nothing more, nothing less.
種明かしを聞こう。
What's with this shot? Her face is up there. Meow, when I saw the oracle, I tried to think of a way to remove myself from the choice, and so I decided it would be the first two people I met on Tuesday morning. Oh. I see. Meow, that just happened to peach on a Makishi. It was all down to chance.
運を天に任せたということか。人間は全てを失い、いよいよとなった瞬間、神の
Bitch, please.
運を委ねると聞く。
Nothing to do with fate and heaven and all that. It's just the way I met them.
ただの定感を耳障りのいい言葉で彩ってるだけじゃ。
The fuck are you talking about? I'm just going to cut off your dialogue. If you want to read it, you can
思い
pause.
当たる節でもあるのかの。まあいい。今回は今しがたの貴様の単に免じてルミナスとしてやる。有意義なリドルじゃった。
Yes, let's get away from this character. Result: Week 6, a weekend in Eclipse, difficulty half moon. Oh, you've not gone away, you're still there. Oof.
我ながら達筆じゃ。
Well, I got a good job at least, it seems. Nice. So is that it? Is that the... Oh no. We're not done
6
yet.
週目にしてようやくルミナスに至ったか。まあ毎度毎度失敗されてもつまらぬからの。張り合いのない相手とのポーカーは実に無意味じゃ。今週はわざわざ銃まで用意してやったんじゃ。刃物や鈍器では肉のえぐれる感触が手に伝わってくるからな。銃なら殺人童貞の貴様でも敷居は低かったろうて。
God, your lines are always so long and there's so many of them. As much as I, like anime and watching stuff like that, there's only so much you can take of that kind of slightly high-pitched voice of that kind before eventually you just have to sort of take a break. Okay, just another jump cut because I fucking moved the mouse up to the... No, I don't want to quit the game. Get out of here. Good lord, I just did it again. Meow, take the gun out of my breast pocket at Luna's prompting.
狂気を考慮し用意してやったのは日和見の貴様に向けた我が輩なりの心遣いじゃ。我が輩はこう見えて結構気配りやす。
Okay, shut up.
どうじゃったルミナスのかかった引き金はさぞや。
You know what, you can read it faster than she's actually saying it out loud. Meow, I want to get this over with as soon as possible, but... I have a question for you, Luna. What would you do if I turned this gun on you right here and now? Before I hand it back, I want to show my resentment for this week's repulsive oracle, and my disgust for the charade she has made of it.
全くもってくだらぬよ。さてな、ウサギが貴様を制するかもしれんし、我が輩が運よく弾を避けるかもしれんし、運悪く心臓を貫かれてここで滅ぶかも。
Yeah, whatever.
貴様はそれで何を得る？試算し果てた我が輩を見て満足か？代わりにエクリプスの上司とな。
Sorry that I'm skipping through her dialogue a bit. It's just that, like I say, she takes so long to say it. This is going to end up this video taking longer than it needs to. Well, she's just basically being threatening. Meow, very well.
きらびやかな週末のエクリプスを貴様の血で汚す必要はあるまい。バギ。
Hop. That's all you can say. Was that nope? A deadpan delivery. Congratulating you on your first Luminous. You may jump up and down screaming in delight if you so wish. See, I can read it faster than you can, okay? Bitch please, I got both sides of this conversation pegged. Yeah, I've never been much for celebration, don't worry about it. Very appropriate. We and you are complete opposites. Perhaps that's why we are drawn to you so. A blood soda and our finest flesh popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. What are you, a fucking vampire or something? Yeah, I've made it to this point by feigning calmness and keeping my mouth shut, but now it's finally time, my whole body feels lighter. The tension leaves me and my stiffened muscles relax. Yeah, you can read it, don't you worry. Yeah, I never once considered who I might meet that morning. It was all coincidence.
無意識まで否定できまい。貴様は偶然のつもりじゃろうが、深層心理では岸暮ミオを殺したくない。その結果、貴様の言う偶然が生まれた可能性もある。
So, are we going down the line then that he didn't want to kill Mio? Is that basically what we're hinting? No, that's the real reason.
人間以上に利己主義な生き物を我が輩は知らない。心の奥深くに眠る衝動は理性す。本人も気づかぬうちにその衝動に操られてしまうのじゃよ。っておこがましいの。仲間の魂にランクを設けて死んでいい相手。
Sorry, I know I'm sort of skipping through her dialogue a lot here, but God, she takes ages to say it. You can read it faster than she can actually say it, let's be honest. There's no need to listen to all of it.
ああ、そう機嫌を損ねるでない。貴様がそういう人間だということは、沈黙は賢者の証じゃの。おしゃべり女子の我が輩にはと。
Jesus, look at that costume you're wearing. What's going on with that? Wow, we're not done yet? Alright.
人間が作り出した唯一にして最大の芸
Oh, I can't skip this.
どんな登場人物がどんな話を紡いでくれるのか。今まさに本を開こうとするこの瞬間の高揚感こそ全ての退屈がひれ伏すほど何にも勝る強力じゃ。
Ugh, God.
さあ始まるぞ。血生臭い物語が毅然と虚構と欺瞞に満ちた悪意の忌憚が。希望などない。希望しかない。記憶を頼りに人間の全てを暴くがいい。
Christ, that was just one little dialogue box.
目を背けるな。楽しい物語の始
Yes, thank God she stopped talking, and that's it then, I'm guessing, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Her voice eventually grates on the ears, because she has those moments where she goes high-pitched and all that. Yeah, it's one of them voices, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there you go, that was DareSora, Tears for an Unknown Sky, Volume 1. Will we ever see a Volume 2? Dunno. The fact that this has been pulled from Steam suggests that maybe the project didn't come to any fruition. So yeah, well, it's just, you know, a nice little bit of bonus content to have here on the channel. Because I've always wanted to play maybe a few more visual novels. Because I've played a few, obviously, on the channel. The main ones being the Danganronpa games, which are serious. But then the other ones that I played have more kind of, well, they're more primarily comedies. You know, like Panzer Models, Stay Stay. And those friggin' King games, King Key games, Barley and Phoenix, those ones, yeah. So there you go, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed that. No idea, obviously. Well, obviously, I was going to say no idea what the storyline is, but then again, this obviously was meant to be Volume 1, so probably the other volumes would have actually clarified more of what was actually going on. A little Soul Press, an anagram. I wonder what happened there. I wonder why you pulled it like that. Did people just not really seem interested in your game? Nothing like that, I'm guessing. Okay, so are we... Oh, hang on, is there a final scene here? What's going on? Oh. I'm guessing this is Tendo again? Meow, I'll never forgive him. I've awakened to the true meanings of anger and hatred. I've probably lost my mind. My desire to murder the culprit is uncontrollable. Will this yearning last forever? Will I be eternally driven by my hatred? Until the day I fade away? For that day, there is something... Oh, gas from me tea. Good lord. There's something I must do after I've had a gas from me tea. I must learn the truth, no matter what it takes. Yes, ending scene just there, presumably. Right. Interesting. Oh. Wait, are we still not done? I thought we were done. Week 7, Queen's Choice. Difficulty New Moon. I thought people online said this was 45 minutes to an hour. We've been doing for, what, coming up to an hour there? And we're still not done? Unless that's rushed. People just literally skipping through the dialogue. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Well, in that case, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to do an outro here. And I'll do a second episode. And see how long that takes. And if it actually turns out not to be that long... then I'll just tag it on to the end of here and we'll just have one big video. Okay, right, so yeah, outro here, ladies and gents. Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with the link to my propagandist channel, blah, blah, blah. You all know the drill by now. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next part, assuming that there is going to be one, and that this isn't kind of like an end scene or something, that it's just going to end up being tagged on. So yeah, goodbye, everybody. Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to DareSora. I just accidentally fucking skipped a load of stuff and dialogue there. Good lord, it's because, so, here's the thing, right, ladies and gentlemen, either this will be episode 2, or this might just be tagged on to the end of the previous episode if it's not actually too long. Because I thought the game was only about 45 minutes to an hour. And no, it turns out there's actually more than that. Okay, so just to show you what we actually kind of missed there, because I accidentally fucked up and switched to auto just then. Here's a few lines that we missed. It started off, of course, looking at the blue sky. I still feel the weight of the trigger beneath my finger, can still hear the gunshots in my ears, feel the emptiness in my heart. Every fibre of my being is rotten, ladies and gentlemen. We're outside the club room by the looks of it, so, you know, killed, what's-his-face, Makishi, and the small girl, Pichon. What's going on here, Haruka? Old Tendo, me old tater. Meow, I'm searching for my companion, someone I can be truly kind to. It might take a long, long time for me to find them. Mio, is that who you're looking for? I have a feeling it probably is. I see. Luna. Oh no, don't bring her back in. I think we had enough of her dialogue previously. So these are this week's members. Well, what? Hey, wait a minute. I mean, there's a new person there, but... 2 people we murdered are back, and Mio's not there. Meow, still, haven't found her. She's gone. Wait, so how can the people we killed be back? To be continued. Achievement unlocked, a weekend in Eclipse. Okay, so that was all there was remaining to the game. Bloody hell. Alright, so that's not going to be episode 2, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to get tagged on to the, it's all going to be tagged into one big video, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So there you go, DareSora, Tears for an Unknown Sky, Volume 1. That's the ending of it. So it is about an hour, okay. I mean, technically, I suppose it would be a bit more if you, maybe tried picking out a different place to go to. You might get sort of slightly different lines of dialogue or whatever. I wonder if actually it is... Well, I was going to say maybe it's worth me going back and having a look, but having said that, I haven't got a save file for that, just before that choice. I should probably have saved when it gave me that choice, so I could go back and look at the other ones, but never mind. I mean, I don't think it'll probably affect the story all that much, will it? I don't know. I mean, granted, because here's the thing, right? It's just Volume 1. It probably doesn't affect much dialogue or anything like that. It's just a different character dies. Yeah, so there you go. That was just a one-off video, one-off bonus video on DareSora, Tears for an Unknown Sky. Interesting concept, you know, and if this was being continued with other volumes, maybe I would be interested in picking it up and continuing the storyline, but, you know, obviously, like I said earlier, this game is no longer available on Steam. I mean, if you type it into Google, the name of the game, and Steam, you'll probably find the old page for it, but I think it just will probably just say something like, it's been withdrawn from the Steam store, and that's the thing, don't know why. You know, I can't find any sort of dev explanation. Well, granted, I haven't really looked all that much. But yeah, so whatever reason, I don't know. So hence why I just decided to do this game, because I imagine there's probably lots of people who were interested in this kind of thing, but who now will never get to see it, because, well, who knows, maybe sometime in the future it'll come back on Steam. You never know. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know, to be honest. So there you go, everybody. Overall, not a bad visual novel, though. You know, Luna's dialogue I ended up skipping through because, you know, she has long freaking statements and dialogue, long lines of dialogue to get through, and sometimes she takes ages to get through it, and she has that voice that sometimes goes very high. And starts grating on the ears a bit, but other than that, you know, that's my only minor criticism. The rest of it was interesting. Of course, raises more questions than it answers, because, you know, subsequent volumes were probably supposed to expand upon what else was really going on here. But other than that then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap up here. So Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with a link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. Other than that, if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you for another video, another day, everybody. Goodbye. I feel like if I have you with me, I'll be able to find what I'm looking for. When she said that, she maintained a normal, composed attitude, but earlier, for just a second, I thought I spotted an instance, I should say, of emotion. And I don't think I was imagining when her cheeks showed just a hint of red. Can I maybe get a quick peek behind the mask and get a glimpse of her real feelings?
Hey.
Why'd you remain silent? Do you have an answer for me? Yes. Oh, yeah, that's Makoto. Yes, I look forward to working with you, you lovable old bugger.
Indeed.
I took Kyoko's gloved hands in mine, and someday I'd like to find out what's under these gloves. I couldn't predict where my connection with Kyoko would lead me. It was impossible to say, but what I did know is that I had the unwavering desire to find out. Hey, got her underpants as well. Nice.